Good evening once again, ladies and gents. Gex here doing another unboxing, and this time we're going to be looking at the Little Nightmares on PS4 Special Edition, or what's known as the 6th edition, which is it's quite cool. It's actually got more features than you think. I mean, it was only it wasn't that expensive anyway because it's a fairly kind of cheap indie semi-indie game anyway. I'm just going to move that out of the way. Bear with. The box is quite cool in itself because it actually looks a bit like it's sort of a cage, and you can see like 6 inside, and it's got a thing about telling you what's the actual contents of it, as you shall see all that in a minute. Bit of information about the game on the back. Again, apologies about the lack of focus. It's this camera being its usual self. Fantastic game, as I said. I don't know if you've never played this, I would strongly recommend it. And the kind of creepy hand, eerie hand reaching up towards it there. So anyway, we're going to open this up. This may be a bit noisy because of some of the contents in here. Do tend to make a bit of a racket, but I shall do my best with this. We'll start off with the obvious thing, of course. So in here we've got a little figure of 6. There we go. The kind of weird hooded pointy-headed protagonist who is in the game, obviously, of course. And that's sort of plastic base. I found that if you leave it standing for a little while, you end up having to kind of bend the figure backwards on the base a little bit because she sort of tilts forward a little bit. I think it's a she anyway. It tilts forward, and it's holding a lighter, which I don't know if you can see there. Try and get it to zoom. Bear with me 2 seconds. See if I can get it to zoom for a second. Probably not. But it's holding like a kind of a lighter. It's got like a flame because obviously in the game that's what you use to sort of guide yourself about. So that's quite cool. Also, of course, as always, as you'd expect, you've got the game disc, of course, Little Nightmares, with information again about it. Incredible artwork in this game. Cannot recommend it enough. If you like eerie, sort of creepy, stealth-based games, I would recommend this. There is something inside it. I was going to say it feels rather weighty, but yeah, in fact, there's a few things in it. You've got the soundtrack, which is pretty good actually. It's got these things on the back. See if I can get it to. See if I can get it to focus. Bear with. It should refocus in a minute. Oh, for God's sake! This camera, I tell you, it just doesn't have any sort of sense of autofocus. There we go, so that's what you've got. These are the tracks that are on it. Again, as I can't recommend this enough, for an indie game, it's so good. I mean, I keep saying indie game, it's probably turned out not to be an indie game, but it's really good. And we've got this poster as well, which I'm just currently unfolding, so bear with me. Very creepy, eerie one of the kind of chefs that are the kind of enemy that you fight or avoid, shall I say, in the game. Horrific. I mean, look at the artwork on that. Sort of Edward Gorey style almost. But yeah, and there's sort of 6 obviously been caught by them as well. So that's a really good little image. I'm not one normally for posters, but I really like that. And we've also got a sheet of stickers, which has the various things from the game, of course. There's 6 pulling a lever, jumping off something, climbing up a pile of crockery. Trying to get that to focus again. You've got a little thing of 6 herself. One of your little helpers those little mushroom-headed helpers that you get. Those weird blind things that kind of feel their way about with the long arms, and of course, again, the chef with a cleaver, wielding a cleaver there. So yeah, a little sheet of stickers there. And you've also got, oddly enough, a kind of graphic novel-y type thing here, which is sort of I'm not going to go all the way through it, but it sort of features the adventures of 6 kind of thing. I'll try and get it to. There we go. Those bloated fingers would soon find another morsel, etc. Vermin were drawn to the kitchen. Focus, god damn it. Drawn to the kitchen, drawn to see the chef, but 6 had seen enough. She searched for warmth. All she found was the fire. So yeah, there's a whole kind of story that follows 6 through in a kind of extra little adventure thing going on there. Bit random. But because I didn't know there was even such a thing as like a graphic novel for it there. But anyway, blag as it says there. So yeah, that is essentially what you get inside the Little Nightmares Special Edition. As I say, fantastic game. Would highly recommend it if you want something a bit unusual. But yeah, there we go. I may well do a bit of a kind of stream or let's play of that at some point on the channel. But yeah, it's a very great little game, and I say that's the special edition, and it's coming out for Switch very soon with all the extra content. So yeah, there we go. That's that done. Check out other videos on my channel. I've got other unboxings and also obviously loads of Let's Play videos, thousands of Let's Play videos, some co-op, some solo. So yeah, give those a check out some of the retro ones. You might find some things that you like and trigger some nostalgia. And in the meantime, take care of yourselves, and I shall see you again very soon.